Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at Solana, seeing what's going on. This potential play out to the downside is still in play. I just want you to know there is possibility the price action is still pulling back to hit those lower fib levels to effectively complete an ABC pattern. It does seem likely that our fifth and final wave is effectively in play here for Elliott Wave. Again, this is on the 4-hour time frame. Things do change a little bit, of course, but we'll talk about that and much more. So if you're new to the channel, just know I'm not a financial advisor. I do love to teach people to trade. I really hope you can learn something here today, and if you do want to become a better trader, CryptoCash.tech is a site down below, and you can join our esteemed group of traders. Now, again, we do got a public group here, of course. You can jump on over there at any time, no problem at all, but part of our premium group there, I do share signals, and just in the last 24 hours, we took 62% from SHIB, 121% from a previous SHIB trade, and as well as Avalanche, 54% in a day and a half there, and ICP, 96%, all targets achieved in roughly 1.5 days. So it's been a good last 24 hours for us. So congrats again to our members. Thank you again for the wonderful feedback. So happy that's working well for you. What we want to do here though is talk a little bit about, well, the liquidation levels are starting to pile up, okay? Because again, we had some wiped out a couple days ago, of course, with some shorts trying to short all the way up to $80. Now it seems like the top is in, at least for the moment, and we can see a lot more concentration at 80 and now 78. So 78 is kind of a higher level there. We got a heavy concentration at 71. So if you do have a long position open right now, I would exercise caution and just consider some alternative options. Okay. Some people like to add to their margin. I typically don't recommend that if you're significantly in the red. Sometimes it is worth taking a stop loss or closing your trade early. I'm not saying that's necessarily the case right now, but if the price continues further down, it can be really frustrating if you lose a lot more money than you need to. Okay. So again, that's all about risk management, risk tolerance. Those are the things I teach in my trading academy. So link down below for that if you're curious. When it comes to Solana though here, let's look at the daily and see if there's any shift in momentum. We talked about this last night, that there are some telling signs here based on the indicators, but our trend lines are good. In other words, we're still over the 20-day SMA. The overall trend is good, still bullish, but there's a lot of little things that can happen between now and that potential break, right? So to pay attention to that, what we're looking at here is a stochastic, this is a MACD. Our MACD is diverging, so we are moving average convergence divergence at this point, and we can see the price actions potentially going to continue lower. Okay, now again, we're trending into this $72 mark, which is a key level support for us, so there's a great chance we could see that still hold. However, it might be best to presume that it may not. Okay, and let's take a look at stochastic RSI. We can see our second swing down. I've talked about this previously, how impactful the second swing is, and that's something we want to be mindful of. Okay, so again, this does tell us that we are likely to continue lower based on that sentiment. Keep in mind, we're still again above larger trend line support levels. We're above 50 on the RSI, below 70 money flow index, and RSI is essentially right in that sweet spot. So that's a good sign. But again, 24-hour time frame is a significant lag, and we don't get the exact data that we're looking for on that. So never trade solely on the daily time frame. We want to take a look here next at the 4-hour time frame, and we can see that we're seeing a stochastic swing to the upside here, or at least trying to. Hasn't fully converged, so I don't buy into that yet. But we have lost 50 on the RSI, not a great sign, and money flow index is low. Okay, money's coming away from the coin, big surprise. People are selling, prices dropping. Okay, so those are all things that I kind of look at and try to make an evaluated decision on, and understand that generally speaking, when I see these things, I tend to wait to take positions. Okay, and again, a lot of you folks are probably like, I'm going to buy the dip because it's a current support level. That's not a bad idea. It's just not a fully sound idea because we don't have all the information we're looking for. Hourly time frame will confirm a few things for us here. It's not 100% either. I think no time frame is, but if you kind of accumulate them together, you can get some proper information. And if we look here, this tells us here, lagging span is free and clear of the price action. We are now officially below the cloud, which we were testing that last night, and now we're there, and the conversion line is below the baseline. So while we are moving into a support level and we are in an ascending trend, a short seems more likely on the smaller time frames than a long position at this point. Okay, so again, more things are pointing down than up, so I would highly recommend considering just adjusting your stop loss higher if you're in profit right now. And obviously, consider a lower entry, because there is potential the price action could pull back a little bit further. If so, these are those levels. I'll post this on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord, of course. If you're curious, it kind of looks a little something like this, or I give you just some playout charts based on specific levels that are important to recognize. So again, if we see a pullback, it could be down as low as 4.5% to 0.382. That would make sense, because that is a previous resistance turn support level. We'll draw this out here a little further. And then same thing as well, of course, with 0.5, 0.618. These are also some levels we want to pay attention to. Is it going to drop 12%, 0.618 there at $62? Probably not, but it could. We got to be mindful that that's a possibility here. So just kind of keep that in your back pocket, okay? I know it's not like the most impressive analysis here of like, oh gosh, he's telling me it's going to go to the moon and I'm going to get in because of it. Sometimes you don't have to do that. Sometimes when you analyze the charts, you recognize that it's going to go a way that you don't want it to, and you got to be okay with that. So if you're not the person who want to take a short, just wait for a better long position. It doesn't look like this is the right time for it. Again, just based on overall sentiment there, plus this liquidation concentration at $71, it's a great chance that will be swept here. Yeah. Again, a lot of reasons to not consider a long position with Solana right now. I hope that makes sense and I described that correctly. Thanks again so much for watching. Quick little heads up, we got a phenomenal partnership with Bitget. Be sure to check them out. No KYC, no VPN. Significant rewards if you register with them and use my link. Furthermore, too, if you want to become a premium member, I get the question a lot what the difference is here. I have swing trades. These are all trades that I take myself, that I structure every couple of days or so. I'll send out a few signals. And then, of course, we got a Premium Plus group here. This is like more of a scalping trade scenario. We took a good 12% in 13 hours from Matic last night. And then Solana, we've been scalping the heck out of that, and BNB lately too. So again, if you want day trades, swing trades, whatever, it's all there, including my trading academy. So I hope that suits you well. Thank you again so much for the wonderful feedback. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.